Corey McCauley had a pretty normal American childhood. His dad was like an 80s, 70s rocker, and his mom from a totally Christian family.
The early years, I would say, were really good. In fourth grade, after fourth grade, we moved from the Duluth area to the Green Bay area, and that's really when life started, shaking up for me, My dad had gotten a degree for computer IT work and couldn't find a job in that work, and my mom was working as an LPN, but wound up, she has Crohn's disease as well, and so that started taking over her life, and she wound up getting addicted to painkillers and going through that and having to go through NA, and eventually my parents got divorced, and there were a lot of painful things that I didn't understand necessarily, and so that was really when I dove into the music.
In 6th grade, he got his first guitar, but before that, he had access to his grandmother's guitar.
It was your grandma's guitar?
Yes, it's a Japanese Goya. It's their version of the Gibson. They don't make these guitars anymore. This guitar is awesome. My first real guitar that was mine was an electric, and as soon as I got it, didn't really hang out with my friends anymore or anything, I stayed at home and played guitar.
Shortly after the first quarter of his 9th grade year, Corey and his family moved back to the Duluth area. He lived in the Northwest School District area, which isolated him about 10 to 12 miles from his friends. This gave him reason to play the guitar. His songwriting didn't begin till after high school. Dealing with self-consciousness, Corey describes finding his sound.
And I would say a lot of that attributes to being told to shut up in the car when you're singing as a kid and stuff. And I don't blame my parents at all, I wouldn't say. But I definitely have times where I wonder, I'm where would I be at right now if I had discovered my voice years before then? If I hadn't been self-conscious of my voice, or self-conscious in general. But I think that's kind of a product of growing up in America. Growing up in America, you're kind of trained to be worried about what everybody else thinks. They kind of, in a way, they train you to do that, but at the same time, they sit there and they say, "Don't do that. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. But hey, by the way, Halle Berry buys stuff here, so you should probably go shop there. Or you're not cool."
They're the same company, they're the same people. That's
right.
Help kids build their self-esteem.
Yep. Exactly.
Corey has since dedicated his time to making music, sharing music, and being a musician. One tribe, one love, one heart is a message Corey gives his audiences. Just this year, he successfully put on his first music festival dedicated to a friend he lost to suicide a year ago.
My buddy Alex Hart died. He committed suicide in August of last year. Actually, 5 to 7 days before the date of my festival this year, which kind of gave me chills when I realized that wasn't done intentionally. That was just the weekend that we decided to do it. But after he committed suicide, I did a fundraiser show up in Duluth to raise money for his parents to help cover funeral costs and all that.
McCauley currently resides in the Twin Cities, but has decided to stay invested to the Twin Ports for reasons that he describes in this next clip.
Especially in Superior. Superior, I feel like, and I've always felt like this, has a cloud of negativity that just sits on that city, man.
Yeah.
And it's no matter what happens in Superior, it just gets worse and worse. But that's also why I'm doing a music festival in that area, you know, is to try and bring about some sort of positive change in the area. And so as much as I dislike that area and dislike the vibes and all of that, I still also recognize it as the place that I'm from, and a place that I have ties to, and a place that I would like to help.
Friends, Corey McCauley tonight, right here at the Underground. Good Night will return shortly.